Morning everyone, BTC Simmer here. We're standing outside Aasiaat Airport in Greenland, just on the edge of Disco Bay. We have our beautiful twin otter. Do you notice something different about it? It's got an Air Greenland livery. Yeah, so this actually worked. I submitted the alias to FSeconomy about on Saturday or Sunday, and they got it working, so that is great. So today we're off to BGMQ, Maniitsoq Airport. It's about 200 nautical miles. We got about 600 kilograms of cargo and 2 passengers destined for Aasiaat, but we may also be stopping in Nuuk. We'll see. Trying to do some little hops, island hops here and there, but it's quite a cargo hold back here, right? Snap a pic. Maybe that'll be the YouTube video screen picture. Alright, well, we shall get going. Yeah, this livery is pretty neat. Fitting for where we are. Okay, and I'll go back into my standard camera view to close all the doors I got open. Also reverted back to the GPS. I played with the other one shortly. Couldn't really figure it out. Something may be going on. Something seems a little buggy. I don't know. Wouldn't let me use a lot of the menu functions. So I was kind of limited. So I had to go back and revert. But that's okay. We're used to this one, so that's alright. Okay, so we'll pull up the checklist here. Alright, before starting, control lock, we'll remove that. Give us our controls. Parking brake, make sure that's set. It is. Emergency fuel switches. Okay, they look alright. Fuel selector is normal. Fuel boost pumps are off. Cabin lights and signs. Ooh, got my scroll on here. No smoking and fasten belts. Position light on. Pitot heat off. It is off. Generators off. They are off. Flaps up. They're up. Fuel levers off. They're off. And propeller levers full forward. Full forward. Power levers flight idle. Just touch them up a little bit there. Ignition normal. None of it's been touched. Source, battery, and DC master. Fuel quantity. Have a look down here. We got 226 gallons. Topped it up to 50% here. Haven't really been checking the fuel prices. FSeconomy, the fuel's much better in their economy than our economy. Fuel boost pump on forward. So we'll go forward. You can hear it engage. Starter engage. Right. And watch the oil pressure build. Right engine. Rising. Right NG. Stabilized about 14. Alright, fuel lever can go in. Or on. T5 and then, jeez. Okay, starter, you can hear it center. And we'll go aft. Same exact procedure. Just go left. The oil pressure rises. The NG rises. Let that first one there rise up over about 16 it says in the manual. It says here stabilize 14. And there she goes. Just watch our gauges here once you put that fuel lever on. Sure nothing goes crazy. Okay, and the starter centered. Looks good. Power levers are fine. Check the jennies again. Oops. And we'll come up here and we'll turn on our auto de-icing. Whoop, slow. Don't need the intake right now. We're on a concrete or asphalt runway. And lighting, reading light. Different lights. I don't usually go over these. And we'll use one bleed air here. And you'll warm and we'll warm it up a little bit just to get a nice comfortable temperature. I know I usually don't go over those things, guys, but once in a while, why not? Okay, so we'll come back down here. Engine instruments, make sure they're all looking good, looking great. Compass and gyros, we'll set those. RE3, yeah, 320-ish, 320, 18 or something. Be exact. I guess our GPS would tell us 318, yeah. So those are set. Caution lights appropriate, yeah, they're fine. Thermometers and clocks, so the pressure here, I believe it's 280. I had to 29 or 80. I had to set it myself again. I even downloaded a Seasons mod. That didn't do anything. Waste of money. Well, for Greenland anyway. I'm sure it might be better somewhere else, but I shouldn't say it's a waste of money. The Bashy one, the one in the marketplace, the Bashy one or something. Apparently it's pretty decent, but just left a bunch of snow cover here as usual, so we're not gonna fly with that. Maybe in the winter that would be better here. But now, altimeter and clock set. So we'll set this because we'll do our speed. Anti-collision on, turn that on. Then we'll go over here and set all our prerequisites for our flight. So we'll set our altitude to 10,000 today. Won't be gasping for air, believe me. Set our runway heading is runway 29er 287. Somewhere over there. It's the little thing I do here. Set myself up so I do the altitude. Do the runway head at the altimeter, altitude, runway heading. Then I come over here and do GPS and the radio stacks. Check the transponder and everything. So, of course we're on Vatsim, but no one's on this part of the world. That's okay. 108.75. I might have had the wrong VOR, but I was going off the Denmark chart. Yeah. No. Maybe I did have the right one yesterday. 108.75, and then for BGMQ it's 110.55. Won't get nothing out of that one. Okay. And our flight plan is pretty simple for today. See, why can't the other one just work like this? Is this realistic? I don't know. But it's good for flight sim. I mean, if I had a lot of time, maybe I could figure out what's going on with the other one, but I don't know. It's really weird. Aasiaat, yeah. So that's that. Then we just got HB and MA, and they're both NDBs. PG, yeah. Okay, 109, yeah, looks right. MA. Oops. One day I gotta play around with custom views here. MA, NDB, yeah, there, that looks right. That's right at the airport, so we'll leave it there. I mean, I guess we could put in BGMQ. I haven't played any other games on here for a while. I do got the My Summer Car series still going. And also the American Truck Simulator. But I did buy this Twin Otter a couple weeks back and I wanted to give it a good go. Hop around Greenland for a bit until the end of summer maybe, or sooner. I don't know, I might. I want to head off back to the UK, Scotland, and get down UK area so I can get good Vatsim going again. So, just so everyone's aware, that's the plans. Hop around Greenland for a bit. Put the Twin Otter to use and bring it over to, either leave it here or bring it over to the UK. Maybe, I don't know, maybe invest in a base here through FSeconomy. Not sure. And then maybe pick something else up for the fall over in the UK. I don't know, maybe a jet or another prop plane of some sort. Yeah, those are the plans though, so. And my cat keeps hitting the rudder pedals. Okay, so that's fine there. Go down to transponder. Boom, boom, 7,000. We'll go. And we'll go all the way down here. Last but not least, the NDB. And I do it with Saytech with this, but take forever to get down from 14 to 300s. So 336 we're looking for. Oops. That on 0. Here, I'll zoom up here so you can watch the ADF card, see if it moves. 336, then program that in. Bam, there it is. Okay, so we got our frequencies set, we got our flight plan in, autopilot looks good, transponder's set, it's on, and our ADF is on. Let's go way down here and check our battery temperature. Run a little test, light comes on, looking good. Static port, it's okay. Our wing tanks are alright. Our vent fan. Run that warm air for a bit. Just remember to turn that off when we to the runway before takeoff. Excuse me. Check our generators. Probably notice that I'm doing a few different things here in this flight than I usually do. Just want to get accustomed to the Twin Otter. Listened to a real good podcast yesterday with Black Box, a real pilot over in Europe. Let's see if I can find what exactly it was called. Oh, The Blue Experience, episode 30. Where is it? I'll just let you guys know the episode 30 with real world airline pilot Black Box 711. And I will be subscribing to him because very good, very insightful. The fan is quite loud. Okay, we're ready to taxi here, guys. So let's go taxi lights. Make our call out. .10875 is programmed. Alright. Quick sweep of all my things I have on, my recorder and everything. Alright. Aasiaat traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel, type Twin Otter, taxiing to runway 29er. Via taxiway Alpha, backtracking, runway 29er. Aasiaat traffic. Right. Goodbye, Aasiaat. Sure we'll be back. It's a nice little airport. Just wish the snow cover wasn't so bad. You have the real world weather on it. It'd be nice to have that actual weather instead of pre-programming it. So then halfway through the flight I gotta pre-program again. But that is Flight Simulator. Majestic Greenland. Okay, so here's runway 29. See, on MetRTF, it's got the wrong runways. It's 30 on SkyVector, it's 29. I go by SkyVector. And we'll spin her around here. Okay, that fan is very, very annoying. So we'll hold the brakes. Turn that off. Runway heading looks good. Oh, pull up our checklist. And run up check. Braking brake. Auto feather. Turn that on at ice. Turned it on. Just have another quick check of it. It's on auto. Autopilot check. Looks good. 10,000. Before takeoff, fuel quantity looks good. Fuel boosts are on. Let's pull the throttle back, see if she'll stay here. Rudder trim tabs, we'll set those. Set all our trim tabs here. Not a big fan of the trim in Flight Sim. Right there will work fine. Flight instruments checked. Looking good. Prop levers are full forward. Auto feather is selected. Flaps for takeoff, we'll go 20. I forgot to tell you guys how heavy we are exactly. Let's see. We're 10.6. So a little lighter than yesterday, still fairly heavy though. There's our flaps. Engine instruments. All looking good. Pitot heat, turn that on. Anti-ice, yes again. Swear it's just up here. Oh no, we did it in the last year. Flight control is free and full travel. Okay. Nose move, rudder pedals move. Transponder is on. Caution lights appropriate, yes they are. Runway and heading is checked. Okay, climb checks. We'll do our gups to include gas. Glance at the gas. Hit the brakes for undercarriage. Stop any drag on the wheels. Brake the wheels. Prop will come back a bit, and power will come back a bit there. And then part of the gups, S switches, flaps will come up. We'll go flaps, landing lights, check our pumps. Everything should be alright. Okay. Aasiaat traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel, taking off runway 29er, departure to the south. Aasiaat traffic. Okay, so we'll hold the brakes, give it some power. Those engines get going. We forgot to do something. Gotta gently pull back, let you guys know when to get in the air. Nice takeoff. Little village there it is, eh? Okay, gas looks good. Undercarriage, can tap the brakes. Back a little bit on the props. And come back on the power. Okay, so our switches, our flaps can come up. Twin auto, you can bring the flaps up quick than the other planes. Landing lights can go off. Forgot to turn them on. We had our taxi lights on. It's okay. And the pumps are on. Things are looking good. Come back a little more on the power. Village down there. There's a trimmer. Excuse me. Aasiaat traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel, climbing 2,000 to 10,000, turning left onto course, Aasiaat traffic. Forgot to set our course, forgot to do. And a little more back on the power. Don't want to be flying through here too quick. Just want to maintain our speeds. What was the course, 111 or something? No, can't be right. $221 makes a lot more sense. $221. Oh yeah, okay. You either have a dog sled, snowmobile, quad, ATV, or a boat in Greenland. A car is secondary. For sure it is secondary. Because there's not really a road network. I mean, there's roads around the cities, probably a lot of off-roads, obviously. Other than that, I mean, there's not really a road network to serve the population. And how could there be, really, with all the fjords and inlets and bays and islands and everything else? So, I mean, in the winter you could rip across there with a snowmobile or a dog sled or even a quad, the right tires on it. But car, I don't know if I don't want to be driving too much on the ice with a car. A little too heavy. Okay, so climbing up pretty good. Engine's looking good. Cross check there, here. Right. Speed's all right. Yeah, I forgot to put the course selector in, so that was that. Just turning it to VS right now. Do it up to our 10,000. I can manipulate it if I need to. What are we doing for time here? 37. What? What's 20 after? Sim time is way off. I don't know what happened there, but hey, that's okay. 100 miles to the NDB. HB NDB. We're veering a bit here, so 8,000. Slowly learning how to manually fly this thing, and I always like to manually climb and land as well. There's not really an auto land for this. It's an approach mode, but I may have used it once. She flies by hand pretty good though. Veering a bit here. There's our 9,000 beep. If I was flying over here in the summer, would I be wearing a life jacket? Probably. I probably would. Hit both brakes here. Didn't hear the hydraulic pump. It's okay, we're not really looking for that right now. Okay, here's our 10,000, so let's let her down and see if she settles nicely here. And she may. Alright. Just put that nose down, leave the power. Power will creep back up. Trim it a little bit, see if we can get away with setting her here. Okay, we'll go autopilot now. Yes, and nav. We're nearly right on course. Small correction from the autopilot. We can leave the altitude there. Well, we can go back to 299.2 actually. I'll go VS mode. Until it corrects itself there. Just a small descent there. Oh, we forgot that during our auto feather checks there. I forget things like that. Yeah, that was the autopilot. Engage or disengage. Hold that altitude there. Okay, so torque pressure is 35. T5s are looking good. Fuel pounds per hour is 22, 24? Yeah, about 240 per engine. Oil pressure's in the green. Temperature's in the green. Come back and touch on the prop here. Just below 90. Oh, looking good. 17 miles from Aasiaat. Also program in our uh, 391 BGMQ. Bring this down. 391. All right. That looks like another settlement down that way. It's on the yaw damper too. Yeah, goes through our cruise check. That should be in there. I don't know why it's not. Cruise power set. Should also say yaw damper. Because that's something I'll forget to take off as well. At fast ground speed right now. 161 knots. See if it'll pick up our other VOR. 110.55. No. 23 miles south of Aasiaat. Alright, I think it's time to put the speed up. Just give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So 1, 2, 3. Speed her up there a bit. Seems further than I thought it was, but not too bad. Coming up on another airport here. Yeah, that one is also on, seen that one a few times pop up on FSeconomy as well. Aasiaat. Looks like a nice little coast. Build a settlement there. Apparently the weather in Greenland, if you're below the Arctic Circle there, not as bad as I thought. However, if you're above that, it can be quite, yeah, a little more treacherous anyway. Oh, that'll correct us to our new waypoint. Okay, so another 90 miles. Definitely longer than if I know it was 200, it just feels longer, I don't know. That's okay. Not ever lots of time, but let's go to outside view here. Check out that fancy livery. I mean, you could fly this game from this view. I guess after all, it is designed with Xbox in mind. I think it's kind of neat. I just should be geared. I mean, PC is way more powerful than an Xbox. Yes, I said that. Yes, it is. Xbox can be decent for, I don't know, for time-killing games, but it just doesn't have the power that a PC would have. Thing is, a PC is a heck of a lot more expensive. Usually when you build them up like this, they're clunky. You can make them look good though. The Xbox is a nice looking machine. I don't play the Xbox no more. I used to years ago, but no more interest in it. So that's that. I'll slow it down at about 35 and I'll mess with the weather. Okay, let's see the weather for BGMQ. So Maniitsoq, we are VFR 11 degrees, 8 knots at 60. With few at 18,000, so all we have to do, rid of those, put those way up, those way up, rid of all that, few at 16,000, so we'll go, no, 18,000, where I read 16, so bottom 18 and top 20. Try that. Won't let me do that. Alright, well, that'll work. Ground level, our wind is, what did I say? 8 knots at 60. It's gonna mess the plane up a bit. Don't want to go 80 knots. I think I'll get thrown right out of the sky. We got no gusts. So back to our clouds. Okay, coverage, few. Yeah, there are a few. Okay. Go to our pressure, which is 295. Get an extra 0 in there. Okay, temperature is 11 degrees. What? That's 50. No. 59 minus 32 is equal to 27 divided by 1.8. So, not 15 degrees. We'll go 52. Should be alright. Okay. So now we can descend. Start our descent checklist. Slow this bird down a little bit. Okay, descent check. So fuel quantity checked and select. Good, appropriate lights. Anti-ice is on. Cabin lights are set. Landings, we can turn those on. Okay, so we can pre-select our altitude here. Go down to 2,000. Put it in VS mode. And we'll come back on the power. I don't have too much info on this airport. However, do got our NDP and our VOR, so that's good. So let me pull up the airport map here. BGMQ. Okay. And the airport elevation is 91. We are taking runway 34, so 336. That doesn't seem right because that's not right. What am I doing here? 336. Try to get down a little quicker. Oops. Okay, 330 down here. 335, 336. Put our VS to 1,000 feet per minute. So I wonder if we should fancy it up for this landing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Will I ever come off the power? Thought I had her down at the proper VS. Apparently not so. Just as I said earlier, I'm getting used to hand flying. Don't know how I can get away from you. It's mostly getting used to the throttle. For me, anyway. Okay, we got it on our VOR. DME's measuring 17.5. Maniitsoq traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel, type Twin Otter, is 16.9 miles north, inbound to land runway 34. Do a flyover and left visual downwind for runway 34. Maniitsoq traffic. Great, so that's our plan. Fly over the runway and do a left, join left downwind there. For a left base, final, and landing. Alright. We got time? Yeah, we got time. So we'll set this to our runway. Come back here to our heading. Cut our 8.5 for our circuit. Looks like there's a mountain range there. Not sure what the quadrant is. I'll have to check that out. pull up the VAC here. So 1871. Right up there. That's 1257 on the one side of this. That's 1871 on the other. A couple more here, 1329. This one, 1329. That one's 1132. Another short one over here, 1083. So 1264, and so nothing over 2000 anyway, 1500. So that's good. Oh, 1800 is going to be our one right here, because we're going to be coming right around this way. I think we'll drop the autopilot somewhere here and fly around this way. Maybe what we'll do is put this up to 25. 28. Separate us by 1,000 foot. 29, you can never be sure. You're exactly 1,000 foot separated from that. So that's good. This is the Angmar, let me try this. Angmarcock Firth. This is Sermersooq Island right here, right below us. Rocky Island here. These are quite tall mountains. I can quite look at this. 3,600, and we're clear of that, so we'll be okay. Yeah, with this Firth here, Angmarcock Firth. Right on. You'll learn the names of things you're flying around, right? Just looking at the VAC. Visual approach chart. Okay, let's add in some power before we stall. I don't know if I got gusts turned on with the wind. Well, there's no gust. Black box there was saying how back in the 90s when he got into flight training professionally, he used to have folders he'd carry around with all the airport charts. Imagine that. So we can come down with our altitude a little more here. Let's say 2,000. We'll come around that mountain range there. Six miles out, come down, fly left through that little valley. Checklists again, descent, all that before landing, flaps set, props full forward. We'll do that once we pop off the autopilot here. Speed's getting a bit too high. Alright, say goodbye to the autopilot. Call for 10 flaps at the flap speed, which is fine. Sock right over there, eh? It's a big mountain range, 1800 there. I want to be around 1500 for the flyover. Well, a little less than that so we can get right to downwind. There we go there. Got some flaps, I'm not so worried about the speed. We'll push the props all the way in. It's full props. Maniitsoq traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel. It's 1.3 miles commencing flyover, joining left downwind for runway 34 visual. Maniitsoq traffic. So we'll be flying over the end of runway here. Somewhat of a 45 angle, not really, but we're a little lower than we want to be.
500.
So there it is there. Runway, some rocks there. It's not so bad. Okay, so we're getting a little higher than the flaps. Oh, that speed just pops right off, eh? Props full, cups check, gas is good, undercarriage, tap the brakes. Props are full, landing lights are on, flaps are set where they need to right now. There isn't too much altitude. Okay, we'll turn downwind. A sharp turn downwind here. Somewhat parallel. Maniitsoq traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel is downwind runway 34 visual, left-hand traffic, Maniitsoq. Okay, let's maintain our height here. Okay, we'll throw in another 10 degrees of flaps. Okay, let's go ahead and make our base now. Be descending here. Ah, the yaw damper we forgot. Remember that one? I say we would forget to turn that off. There's Maniitsoq way over there. Watch that speed. Bring that speed back up. There it is there, visual confirmed. Okay, Maniitsoq traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotel, turning final, runway 34, visual, full stop, left traffic.
Bank angle.
I think 20 flaps will be good for this. So gups check, gas looks good, undercarriage, tap the brakes again, props are full, lights are on, pumps are on, flaps are set.
Minimums.
A little too fast here.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay. Little runways, they scare me. It's like you got seconds before you got to do a go around. Might have been better than the Aasiaat landing. Let's get over here and press our parking brake. So we got our flaps up. Other gups check here. Yes, fine. The carriage down. Obviously, it's fixed. Brakes are working. Props are full. And landing lights are on. Pumps are on. Okay. So, good news, bad news. The GPS didn't end up working for me, but I got delivery, the Air Greenland, so that's good. Unfortunately, the Seasons mod didn't iron out our issue with the snow cover, but that's okay. So landings go off, taxis go on. Jet looks like it's right in the way. Maniitsoq traffic, November 34 Kilo Hotels, clear of the active. Taxiing to the ramp. Maniitsoq. I guess right here will do. Okay, there's the parking brake. Our FSE loaded. Alright, what'd you guys think? Pretty good? Pretty bad? Pretty ugly? It was alright. Fun little flight there. Yeah, let's feather those props. Nice and easy. Always wanted to see when you bring them back high, Okay. Other generators will go off. The bleed air can go off as well. Put that to hold. Fuel levers can go off. We'll go right. And also at this time, put the anti-ice, the pitot heat. Oops. See the engines going off there. Right. The boost pump's down. All lights off. Beacon, taxi, we'll leave nav till the end. Engines are shut down. Okay. Secure our aircraft. Open up the doors. See where our external camera through us. Showcase camera. Oh, we're still in the cargo hold, remember that? Pretty decent sized cargo hold. Might be a cold flight back there, but... Alright, welcome to Maniitsoq, Greenland. Beautiful air Greenland. Snap a pic. Alright guys, here we are. Maybe picking up here for Nuuk. So I think it's about 80 nautical miles. And then from Nuuk we'll go back down to Narsaraq. Narsaraq, if I'm saying it right or wrong. Now let's check out Maniitsoq. Do some reading. Enjoy the little settlement here. Might as well do a little short little look around here before we close the video. Another airport, TL Creation Airport. Flightsim.to. I downloaded the whole package he has there, so yeah, pretty neat. I don't know what these airports look like before I downloaded the package, but definitely I'm sure they're much better now. Fence isn't so useful. This is quite a ladder, isn't it? Not even gonna try and say that. Climb up here. This will make a nice picture. Alright, I'll zoom out with a drone footage. The entire airport. And we'll close the video there, guys. Thanks for joining me. Looks like the settlement over there. This way. And we'll see you on the next one. Probably tomorrow we'll head to Nuuk. Taking a break here, I think Saturday. Alright. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.